Hey, fellow babies, welcome back to Pachter Factor on SIFTD.net. If you're watching real time, it's because you're a Patreon patron and or you are a Twitch Prime subscriber who linked your account to your Amazon Prime account, so thank you for that. You also could be watching as a YouTube subscriber. If you're watching this and you're not paying for it and Twitch isn't paying for it, then you're getting it a week late, and the price for that is you have to follow me on Twitter at Michael Pachter. Today's question from SIFTD from Zet Saber. Why do you think gamers are revolted against NFTs? The backlash against them also extends out into the public. Has your opinion on NFT deployment changed in the last 2 months? Are NFTs something people warm up to over time? Are we just waiting for a company to do it properly? So you're getting announcements on NFTs from guys who can't even spell NFT, you know, and so the problem is that NFT is flavor of the month, and you guys hear a Ubisoft say we're doing NFTs, and you just think NFT is like a French acronym for loot box, and they're just trying to sell you some more that you don't want. So the answer to the question is, if done properly, NFTs are very cool. But think about NFTs in the context of the true metaverse, and think about buying a pair of Nike sneakers and going into the Puma store today in the real world. Puma doesn't say, get out of here, those aren't Pumas, you're not allowed to wear them in. Or buying a pair of, designer jeans and wearing them into the Gap. They don't say you're not allowed to wear those in here, they let you in. You take your NFT, your Nike swoosh on your shoe, and you can take it any place you want to go. Well, that's what's going to happen with games and assets. You're going to break down the walls between games. You're going to have a universal wallet. You're going to buy a skin in Fortnite. And if you want to wear that skin in Call of Duty, it'll happen. And the only way it will happen, obviously, is if Activision and then Microsoft allows it to happen. But if the gamer wants it, he'll be able to. So question. When you buy a pair of real shoes in the real world, if you were only allowed to wear them in your house and not outdoors, would you buy them? No, of course not. Why would you buy a skin in a game if you can't use it any place you go? And the answer is, well, because that's the rules of Fortnite. But if they opened it up and they said you could take it anywhere and it would work anywhere, you'd buy more skins. And so the world is going to be a better place with NFTs if we break down walls and let people buy stuff in games and take it wherever you want to go. The only way that can work is if we create portable assets, universal wallets to allow us to buy anything with any currency anywhere. And we have willing creators who are going to create tokens or assets that can be tokenized, and they allow you to take it from place to place to place. So what cracks me up is that the people talking about this the most are the guys who are least likely to succeed. Mark Zuckerberg thinks you're going to buy an NFT in Facebook and keep it there and never go anywhere, but everybody will come to Facebook to see your NFT. Not going to happen. Walled garden. More likely, somebody, and I pick Valve, somebody will come up with a way to be portable and let you carry your NFT anywhere, possibly Microsoft. Because if they can make it blockchain, Windows-based, Game Pass as a service on any device, and you can take your NFT anywhere, it actually starts to make sense. So the backlash is, because the guys introducing it don't know what they're talking about, and they're way ahead of themselves. They call that out over your skis. They're about to fall badly. Gamers don't like it because it looks like it's just a blatant grab, cash grab, and trying to get more money from them. And I think that it's going to take some enlightened company, and again I said Valve, Epic for sure will figure this out. Tim Sweeney gets it. I think Unity will figure it out. I think Unity will build this into a game engine and say, if your game can be played anywhere, the NFT will go anywhere you go, and we're going to cross all platforms, and that it's going to happen. But you really need to break down the walls so that, I think true metaverse bridges physical and virtual. And I think the leaders of NFTs, probably the first movers, are going to be brands. So I think that when you, like, think about this. When you were 13, is that Saber? And you bought a pair of Air Jordans and you wore them to school, people were like, oh, cool. Are those the new Air Jordans? Wow. Christmas present? Where'd you get them? Cool. And you were allowed to wear them to school. And you got value from owning them and people recognizing what they were. So the recognition of what it is the token. It is the value. That's why that thing has value. The components of a pair of Nike sneakers probably cost $15. Your Air Jordans cost $150. And the reason that Nike charged you the extra $135 is because of the value that they created by branding it and making it cool and desirable. So now let's move forward. Now you're an adult and you buy a new pair of Air Jordans. What would keep Nike from putting a QR code in the box and saying, scan this on your phone and this will go into your NFT inventory, and any place you have a character, they'll be wearing Air Jordans if you select that they should wear them? Well, if you're Nike and all of a sudden those Air Jordans show up in Fortnite, all the people you play Fortnite with are going to see them. And they're going to be like, ooh, cool. Are those the new Air Jordans? There's a brand, and there's more value to you spending that $150 because now all of a sudden your alliance in Fortnite's going to know. Everybody's going to know. Actually, if you were to go onto Facebook and go into Oculus, why not? Air Jordans. So the brand will pay more. Like, the brand actually wants more people to see it, and that's free advertising for them. So if Facebook says, you can't wear your Nikes in here unless Nike pays us a penny a day, whatever, some amount. Well, trust me, if 1 billion people on Facebook each have an NFT, that they bring into Facebook every day, and Facebook makes 1 billion pennies a day, that's okay. That's $10 million a year, a day, more than they're making now. Like, Facebook will do it, and the brands will pay it because they want everybody to see it. So I think brands will lead. I think games will figure out how to make this work in a game context, but why not? I mean, again, you saw Ready Player One, which is kind of like a game, but not really. Everything you owned in there, you could take anywhere you went. That's what's going to happen. Facebook just thinks it's going to be a walled garden that's bounded by Oculus. I think it's going to be like the internet, and any place you go, you're going to have your Google passwords, or you're going to have whatever you buy. It's going to take a visionary. If you had described Facebook, Twitter, Snap, and TikTok to me in 1995, I would have said impossible. First of all, in 1995, I would have said, my God, how many people do you actually think will have access to the internet? Like, I would have said, no, God, no. Like, right now, only 100 million. No way will it be more than 200 million by 2020. I just wouldn't have thought it. And if you had described to me, we're going to access the internet on our phones and do everything, I would have been like, impossible. So technology is going to lead and create the opportunity, which is why I said Epic and Unreal. They'll be bleeding edge technology. Then you're going to have innovators like, Jack Dorsey and Mark Zuckerberg, who create these social networks, but they're going to create, virtual worlds and NFTs and metaverse. And just like Amazon became the preeminent e-commerce platform, and Google became the preeminent search engine, and Facebook became the preeminent social network, somebody's going to dominate in the metaverse for each of 100 applications in the metaverse. I don't know what they're going to be, but one's going to be a universal wallet payment system. One's going to be a game creation engine. One's going to be a store to buy these NFTs. One's going to be a place to keep your NFTs, a suitcase. I don't know. People will innovate as technology allows it. And what I do know is that a consumer who buys something wants to have that item that they purchased available to them wherever they want it, whenever they want it. And that's why I said you want your shoes not to be limited, right? You want your shoes to be, you can wear them anywhere, and nobody says, sorry, you can't have those shoes in my restaurant. It doesn't happen, right? And again, like I am this guy. We take wine to restaurants all the time, and I've gone into restaurants who said, sorry, no outside wine allowed. I'm like, well, no, corkage? No. Like, well, how about if I buy the cheapest bottle of wine on your list and you charge me that? and I'll open this instead. I've done it. And they go, no. And you know how many times I go to those restaurants after that happens?
Never.
0, right.
Yeah.
Like, fine, f*** you. You're not going to let me drink my wine at your restaurant? Screw you. Everybody else does. So the guys who figure this out are going to be the guys who say, bring in all the wine you want and enjoy it. We don't care. Just please buy your food here. Those are the guys who are going to thrive. And maybe they haven't been born yet. More likely, they're college students somewhere who are into blockchain and figuring this stuff out, and they're going to get it right. I'm not that guy. I don't know who it is or who's going to figure it out. But yes, I think NFTs are going to be something people warm up to over time. And the cool thing about the blockchain is, forget art and assets like that. Why don't we vote on the blockchain? Guess what? One man, one vote.
Oh, that's never going to happen.
But you could. But you can absolutely perfectly
they won't let us vote on computers.
No, but you can crystal clear prove each person only has one vote.
People still won't believe it.
I know, but that's how the blockchain works.
Oh, I know.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
How about selling stocks on the blockchain? Yeah. Your shares reside on the blockchain, and we know it's you that owns them. Like, there's so many different brilliant ideas that you could use blockchain for, and we're just starting. It's going to happen. Somebody's going to figure this stuff out. Okay, that's my answer to your question.
I feel like technology always changes. Greed never does.
Right. So people will come
and that's the barrier to this happening.
No, it's
greed.
It's the grease that makes it happen. They'll figure out a way to make money off of it. Yeah. Think about it this way. If you charge $1 a minute for a phone call on a mobile phone, very few people would have mobile phones, but that's what they used to charge. Mm-hmm. When you made it unlimited text, talk, and data for $30, everybody has a mobile phone. So you expand the market. So AT&T, trust me, makes a lot more money on mobile phone service now than they did when there was only 1 million of us with phones.
Yeah,
there is a model.
That relates to whether these companies are going to be willing to play nice with other companies.
Because they'll make more money in the long run by having more people coming to their restaurant. Let you bring in your wine and you eat more food. Thank you for joining us on Pachter Factor on SIFTD.net. And if you are watching real time, it's because either you're a Patreon patron, thank you very much. You're a YouTube subscriber, thank you very much. And or you have linked your Twitch Prime account to your Amazon Prime account, which all of you can do for free. If your parents are Prime members, go ahead and try it. It'll work. Remember to re-up that. It's in the description, show description. We tell you how to do that online. So just take a look and link your Twitch Prime account to your Amazon Prime account because it's free money for Shane. It'll keep these things being produced. It's no money for me, but I know you guys tolerate me. If you're doing none of those, follow me on Twitter at Michael Pachter. I will see you next time.